everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Chargers coming in at 6-4, going up against the Chiefs, who come in at 8-2.
All right, Larry, it will be the home for NFL football until 2020 as you get a look inside the intimate StubHub Center here in Carson. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There, maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Swanson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Ten yards still left on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
He's going to go up, and he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They're going to look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It's complete to Chris Conley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mahomes now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding some room at midfield. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
And the big tight end shifting around. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be.
Hurry up, here we go. No. All right, now, look at 56. Look.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go. 319. 319.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Frank's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's go. Green 39.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Frank's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Now let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Green, 39!
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And some room to work. Past the 20. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he goes Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
No, check, Patriot. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he's flushed out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken at the 37. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Chargers. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reggie Ragland able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. The Chargers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just...
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This defense defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll look to throw here. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 33. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Back there. Philly.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Swanson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run with McNichols. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. And add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Coleman has it here right side. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They're going to look to throw. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, Leopard.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.